Welcome back to Microbial Concepts. So in today's video, we are going to discuss about endotoxins and exotoxins. Okay, so don't get confused. These are two different terms, but both are toxins. Okay, so let's see what is the difference. Okay, so this is the basic diagram through which you can remember the difference between exotoxins and endotoxins. Now, first, the exotoxins. Through the word exo, you can remember that something out of the cell. Okay, so the proteins which are produced inside the cell during the growth and metabolism of bacteria. Most commonly, they are gram-positive bacteria. Okay, so these proteins they are secreted out. Okay, or they are released into the surrounding medium of the cell following cell lysis. This is exotoxin. Endotoxin, through the word endo, you can remember that it is a part of the cell itself. Okay, so endotoxins are lipid portions of their lipopolysaccharide, that is LPS layer, okay, outer membrane of their cell wall. So the endotoxins they are liberated when bacteria die and the cell wall breaks apart, right? So you can remember the difference. So if you have a question like differentiate between exotoxin and endotoxin, then you can make a table like this and you can differentiate few points. Okay, try to remember and write down at least 5 points with exam. So the first is species. So most commonly the species of gram positive and gram negative bacteria, they have exotoxins, and most common gram negative bacteria and listeria, they are known for their endotoxins. Now protein location. So protein is secreted from the cell, and here endotoxin is the protein, sorry, not the protein, the portion of lipopolysaccharide. Okay, it is a part of cell that fragments off. Now the gene location. Now genes of exotoxins, they are in plasmid or bacteriophage, and the genes for endotoxins they are on bacterial chromosome. Okay, because we are talking here about the outer membrane of the cell wall itself, so that has to be from the bacterial chromosome. Toxicity. Now the exotoxins they are highly toxic, while the endotoxins they are low in the toxicity. Antigenicity, that means they are highly antigenic. Host from the host will form antibodies, that those are called antitoxins. Okay, so they are highly antigenic. That means the host will respond quickly and it will produce antibodies for that. Then endotoxins, they are poorly antigenic, means the response is late, you can say. Vaccine. Now vaccine is available which is prepared by using toxides, okay, form toxides, and in case of endotoxin no vaccine is available. Exotoxins they are heat labile, endotoxins they are heat stable. Okay, for example, in case of exotoxin you can think of cholera, tetanus and botulism. In case of endotoxin you can think of meningococemia, okay, and sepsis. Now, if you have a good 5-mark question where you need to describe the difference properly, so you can have that diagram which I showed you while explaining the second slide. So you can have that diagram and you can write these points. Okay, so here are some main differences. First is the source. So endotoxins, this is the revision. Okay, endotoxins, they are lipopolysaccharides that are part of outer membrane of gram-negative bacteria, while exotoxins are proteins that are secreted by both gram-positive and gram-negative. Now, the chemical nature of endotoxins is like they are large, they are heat-stable molecules that are not easily denatured by heat. Okay, while exotoxins, they are usually proteins and thus that can be denatured by a heat or a chemical agent. Mode of action. Now endotoxins they are released when the bacterial cell is damaged or it undergoes lysis, which triggers an inflammatory response in host. Now exotoxins they are secreted by bacteria and can target specific cell or a specific tissue in host, and thus causing a wide range of effect, including cell death, cell damage, and immune suppression. Okay, so you can see what kind of changes a exotoxin can have on a host, and thus it has high toxicity. Then potency. Now, exotoxins, they are generally more potent than endotoxins and can cause rapid and severe symptoms in a host. Now, endotoxins, they are usually uh, less potent but can cause prolonged and persistent symptoms, okay, as they are poor in antigenicity. Now, immune response. Endotoxins are recognized by host immune system as foreign antigens, which can trigger a robust immune response, while exotoxins can sometimes evade immune system, allowing the bacteria to spread and cause more damage. Okay, so this is a new point. This was not mentioned in that differentiating table, but yes, you can write this in your answer and score good marks. Okay, so for now I guess you have a clear idea about what is the difference between endotoxin and exotoxin, what the concept is. Okay, so both these toxins, they are coming from bacteria. Okay, exotoxin from both gram negative gram positive, and endotoxins mainly from gram negative bacteria. Okay, so I hope you can remember these points and write your answers and score good. So if you like my video, do give a thumbs up and do share my videos with your friends and do subscribe to my channel and keep watching.